Still not done anything.
I have to.
Woke up a little late.
Ah.
And the MGL gas pipeline is off. They are doing some emergency repairing work.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So no
I
coffee.
thought,
Did you get your coffee?
I made my tea in the oven.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering if I would have been in college, you would have treated me royally.
I know. See, thank you. Thank you. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Good morning.
Thank you
I'm
so
fine.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I can see you do a whole lot of these because you're all set with your earphones and the mic.
I have regular webinars and classes and trainings.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
So you must be really busy during this time.
Yes, yes.
It's definitely become the need of the hour.
Yes.
We're seeing everybody falling apart slowly but surely.
Actually, I'm into health and education since last 30 years, so it is routine for me.
Yeah, but
it's passion.
Do you feel like you're getting more people unraveling in the last 3 months?
Yes.
It's a little, and I think more the youngsters rather than the.
No, in all ages.
Okay.
Youngsters.
I guess just like COVID, it's an equal opportunity offender. Still learning how to make sure that I don't turn my face during these webinars. We don't do as many. The one thing that I really need for, especially for our students, is the ability to not lose faith in their future.
Yes.
They are literally on the cusp of, launching their careers, and they are, we are finding it hard to plan ahead. You have this incessant need to plan and control what you're doing, and now you are losing control. So for them, they are launching their careers, some of them this year, some of them next year and the year after. And it's literally like an empty road to be doing it. So how do they?
No worries. They should take it as an opportunity to plan properly. And do something. Learn more skills, more hobbies to develop and all. So I'm also doing that only with children, students.
But you know how it is, right? For a teenager, this is like the ultimate holiday.
Yes, yes.
Honestly, even for me, Amrita knows, you kind of can't grieve too, because your normal life, when you're doing your normal routine, then you are reminded of the absence of the person you've lost. But when you're in this kind of limbo, you can't really focus on that or even process it. It's like a dream. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. So that's another issue.
For you, it's multiple things going back to back, ma'am.
Yes. But God has given me strength, praise the Lord, and the most wonderful team that has my DBC-HS team who has been with me continuously.
Yeah.
Calling, finding out if I'm okay. It should be the other way around, but they understand and they keep doing it. And the students, you'll have ex-students and the present students who are reaching out, and that helps. So,
yes.
Okay, we've got 4 minutes to go. Is there anything? So I'm going to be first reading out a little quote. I will introduce both of you. I will go with Amrita, ladies first, and then Doc, you. And then I will go through the agenda, and I'll start the discussion with giving each one of you your time to discuss on each point. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just say hi to Dr. Aditya.
Yes, your voice is breaking.
It's breaking.
Yes.
I'm actually also planning to join from this laptop. So let's see. Because I thought the link will connect me directly, but it's not working that way from the laptop.
Oh, I need to get my phone.
Annabelle ma'am, is there any link or something or the meeting number that I can join from the laptop?
One second. On that little note that we had put right on Facebook, if you wait, I can give it to you. I'm sure we have. No, you have to go to that. You have to register and then.
I did.
It's
but
in the
from
email.
registering
So
directly.
In the
link
email, there's
from
an
your
ID and
email.
password.
Can you send me the email again, sir?
Let me see. So I can.
It's Amrita
Amrita.
_ PG parrot and goat
Wait.
@yahoo.co.in.
Wait.
Underscore Yahoo.
PG you
PG.
said.
Yeah, PG @yahoo.
Yahoo.
.co.in.
.co. I sent.
Okay.
Doctor, is Doctor on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I know it's a nice early morning. Lockdown mornings start a little later, but I truly appreciate Dr. Aditya Tendle and Miss Amrita Archekar to come on this webinar. And, Miss Amrita is part of our Don Bosco family and has been in charge of our mental health for the last so many years since 2011, and I know especially me. I truly appreciate both of you taking the time. Our children, our students, our faculty, our parents, and everyone that is that has logged on to listen to this webinar, I welcome you. And I'm going to start by reading out this one quote that I found extremely worthwhile for me when I was thinking about the Stay Strong and Soldier On. It's by Melody Beattie, and it says, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes the sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." I think with that in mind, we can make sure that we take today's discussion and be very, very mindful of all that both Amrita and Dr. Aditya have to give us as far as coping mechanisms, as far as techniques to handle all that we are going through today. Let me welcome Ms. Amrita, who's a consultant psychologist and hypnotherapist, psychotherapy, practicing NLP, graphotherapy, drawing analysis, psychodynamic therapy, and a POSH trainer. Amrita is associated with Don Bosco since 2011, counseling students, faculty, and conducting workshops on life skills, and POSH with gender sensitivity. She helps students with their academic stress, personal issues pertaining to relationships, managing stress, and adjustments. Her mission to create awareness about mental health has got her running a podcast in her name, and it's available on all podcast apps. Welcome, Amrita, and I'm so glad to have you here this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to join you all.
Thank you. It's like having family. And I know that Dr. Aditya comes from one of our extended family. I'd like to thank Chef Prasad, for connecting us with you. Dr. Aditya Balkrishna Tenle is a consulting homeopath MD, mind power consultant, international healer, DMIT master trainer, and counselor instructor, and master in Reiki, graphologist, numerologist, crystal therapist, tarot reader, and acu healer. He has been in the healthcare field for 31 years. He has been practicing in Thane and Borivali since the last 27 years. Has conducted a whole series and hundreds of lectures and workshops all over India for lifestyle and stress management, parenting, and student mental health. His vision and mission is to transform every person into skillful and healthy individual. I am so absolutely grateful. Thank you, doctor. I can imagine how busy both of you are, and the fact that you've taken the time out for Don Bosco. I completely and absolutely am grateful. So I'm going to read out the agenda for today, and then we will go one by one, and I'll give each one of you a chance for your input and your ability to help us to, put on our mindful hats to be able to combat all that we are going through during this unprecedented time. The first on the agenda is COVID, the pandemic. How is it affecting everyone's present and future in terms of, some of us are alone like me, some of us have families, and, we love them, but it's also difficult to be facing them 24/7. And some people, unfortunately, in a really small space, we don't have any socialization, little to none. No time to de-stress. Some people are lucky to have places to walk in, some people don't. You can't follow the hobbies that you were used to doing. So what can we do to make sure that we figure out all of this? Amrita, may I start with you?
Sure. So COVID has actually opened us to a new challenge. We always used to the crowded trains, the crowded commute, taking long hours to commute. Parents used to say that kids are hardly there at home and kids are always, with their friends and all that. So now the environment has turned the situation completely topsy-turvy for us. So now we are completely homebound. Initially, everybody initially was happy to have a holiday.
Right.
But soon the holiday turned out into a difficult time because it was limited access to moving out. Completely, it's as if we are staying in a containment zone. And the initial love and, luxury of staying at home waned out when we started seeing, that we have to be just homebound and see the same people again and again. We do have occasional tips at home, and these tips started increasing. the frustration of not being able to do, having complete uncertainty, that also irritation started to come out on the family members. So what we call, that we love our family, we are also having now this love and hate relationship with our family. Plus there is an uncertainty about the job prospects, about for students, it's about, their career goals and everything. So surely it has bring about a lot of change, and it has opened our avenues that we need to now think out of the box. It's always that we plan things and we wish that things go according to our plans. But now the nature has made us aware that our plans do not work. As the saying goes, that man proposes and God disposes. We are actually facing it. So yes, there are plethora of emotions and problems that they have opened it to us. So slowly as we go, we are going to unravel this and also check how we are going to manage these times.
Okay, thank you. I know I used to hear the term, be careful of what you ask for. We kept asking for a time to de-stress, and boy, have we been given 3 entire whole months, and we don't know how many more. So, yeah. Doctor, what is your take on it?
Actually, everything explained by Amrita madam, but I wanted to tell students that take it as an opportunity. You have time to think about your future, your future plan it, plan your day. Start your day with planning. You should have your timetable like college or school. We have timetable. What subject will be taken at what time and all. Like that, you should have timetable for your home. What time you should wake up, then your exercises and your everything you should plan and go according to that, because after the lockdown ends, it will be difficult. If you will change your habits, this is the time to take care of your habits. If it will change, means your sleeping habits, your eating habits, if it change in this period, that will be difficult after the lockdown ends. So we should take it as an opportunity to develop good habits, to learn many things, new skills, and take care of your health, physical, mental health, and plan about your goals. You should think about your goals and then work according to that, like that. So I think it should be taken as an opportunity to develop yourself.
Absolutely. I'm as I address, I really take this to heart, because I do know, that most teenagers at this point are staying up till 2 and 3 in the morning, doing God knows what, whether they're playing games on the computer, on the phone, or whether they are, I have to also say, you may be binging on Netflix. The thing is, the moment I decided to say, you know what, let's write a list of what's going to happen. You kind of structure your day to a certain extent. So if I get it right, structure your day, make sure you realign your goals, make sure you keep mental and physical health in check, and especially physical at this point, because sometimes when there's nothing to do, all we can think of is what we're eating next, or what we don't want to eat next. And my one thing is that every morning when I get up, the first thing that I say is I thank God for giving me one more day, because we've had enough and more people that have not seen the light of day. So absolutely. For teenagers, it's easy for us to say we're neither one of you are have seen as many years as me, but even in your tenure, how do you get to teenagers to actually understand that there is almost they don't have the luxury to do what they are doing right now? How do I impress on them that, because, you know, the arrogance of youth, right? Oh, it's okay. When the lockdown finishes, I will definitely be able to change. How do you get to express to them that, sorry, you do not have that luxury? How do I get to them? Because we are trying, you know, we are trying to keep them busy also with our online classes, but to get them to that point of, you know, almost a righteous kind of anxiety where, you know, you need to be making the most of this time. Can I ask Amrita, please?
Yeah. So for students, what I would like to tell them is that, yes, this is a time wherein you have a lot of time in hand. You would think, you know, that you just want to have, to spend the day as you want, to make, please, you know, as you want. But at the same time, what happens is, this is also a crucial time where you have a lot of time to utilize it for your benefit. So apart from the online classes that the colleges are taking, also check out what are the things that you would like to hone your skills in. It could be either the culinary skills, it could be either the music skills, it could be making videos, it could be anything. So choose a hobby or an activity which you like to do. See to it that you are learning something in those activities too, because activities that you will learn at this time, it's, the learning is not going to go waste. It will be helpful for you in some or the other way in future. There are a lot of online courses and, you know, applications like Coursera is there, Udemy is there. There are so many webinars happening. So just choose which ones you want to do. You know, what is it in your career that you like to do, and choose the courses and the webinars according to that. Have a balance of work and play and family time, so that it doesn't feel like you're just working the whole day, or you're just doing the time pass the whole day, or that you're just loitering around the whole day. Also discuss it with your family at the end of the day, that what is it that you have learned, what is it, you know, how was your day. Although we all can see each other at home, but also what happens is that, you know, everybody is glued to their gadgets. So although we can see each other, we don't know what we are doing. And these are the only things, you know, that we can have a positive communication with each other. Parents might think that, you know, either you're playing game on the mobile, or you're doing your webinar or something, and even while you're doing your webinar, I can still see you doing something else. So instead of that, you know, like, and then this is a balance. We do feel that we can multitask very well, but in multitasking, what happens is that we are not paying attention to a single thing 100%. And if you are not paying attention 100%, then we are not registering it. Then it's as good as not doing that thing, or doing it half done. So instead, and multitasking also stresses you out, which we don't realize it. So a good thumb rule will be doing one thing at a time, planning out your day, and prioritizing your day, including your academics, that is whatever online classes are there, choosing between the webinars, keeping some me time with you. A me time would be any hobby time or chatting with friends, and just see to it, you know, that all these things are going a little bit in balance. I know I am using the word balance because right now our life is off balance. So just see to it that we are having an interplay, so that we don't get into a burnout of staying at home. Stress burnout is not only by working all the time, but stress burnout can be even in this time. And that is where our interaction with our parents and our family members start going sour. So those are the pointers for you to understand that you now need to reflect back on you.
You know, I love the word mindful. I've been told that many times, and I think it's something that it's really difficult to do. But I think once you get into that zone, I found that the few times that I really was mindful, and I say this to each and every one of you students who are watching it, it is an unbelievable high. I am using your terms, you know. If you are mindful of what you do, suddenly you are now watching life with almost the clearest telescope, the clearest pair of glasses, and it's completely rose colored because it is so wonderful. I really would, and I like that you have brought that word in, and the word balance, which I think all of us are finding really hard to strike that balance. Um, can I ask Doctor to weigh in, please? Thank you, Amrita. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I will advise students to first sit and think about yourself, your passion, your goal. You have to write down your goals first, short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. That should be short-term means within 3 to 6 months. What you want to do, what you want to wanted to do, but because of your academics, because of your college, it was not possible. You have to focus on that now because you will get more time for that. So before doing anything, think about your interests, think about your intelligences, match them. That will give you your passion, what you want to become, what is your passion, find it out. Write down your goals. Short term means within 3 to 6 months, what you want in your physical health as well as in your education. Then midterm, that is 2 to 3 years. And what after 10 to 15 years, that will be a long term goal. You have to write it down. You have to follow them daily so that you will get motivation from that. First thing means I want after that that is timetable. I always sit with students and make them write down their timetable for their home, and it will start with parents. Of course, we are parents, and I tell parents first, you write down your timetable, stick it like in whenever means if it is possible, whenever we meet, you come to my home, you can see in our kitchen, on our fridge, there is a timetable of my wife, what will be prepared on which day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The menu is ready. That saves her time. That
Wow.
this is since last 25 years. Because of that, my son learned that. Now he is 23 years old, and he has his timetable because he saw that. Students means they will not follow if you tell them, they will follow when they will see you doing that. So it will start with parents first. Parents are blaming them, and they are doing means fighting all the day. That will not be the solution. That will first, yeah, it will start with parents. If they should think about students, they should think about their children and their goals, and start with themselves, their goals, their plannings. Then it will come to students. Students should write it down. If they don't have means any help, they want any support, they can call me anytime. You give my number to your students anytime. I will be helping them online, on phone, how to make their goal book, how to prepare their timetable, because this is very much important. I tell students that we are saying it is aloneness and this is solitude and social distancing and all, but they are connected online. They are connected on WhatsApp or means Insta and all. Whatever. So they should prepare groups. Like I tell people, that is 5 a.m. club. I don't know you know or not. I tell
Robin Sharma.
yes, Robin Sharma. I regularly follow him, and I tell students, parents that you should start with that. 1 hour daily, 1 hour before your timings. If you are getting up at 6 o'clock, start with 5 o'clock. Give 1 hour for yourself, and that time you connect with your group and you do the activities like physical exercises, your planning, your reading, your podcast, everything. You have many things online. I never stop students from using mobiles or computers or internet, because that is their intelligence. They have that in their brain. Many things we don't know, which they know. We need their supports. Many things we didn't taught them, but they know because God gave them. Means it is inbuilt in their brain. So we, as a parent, we should understand them. We should become their friend. We should learn with them those things, and we allow them, give them freedom. If you if you'll scold them for everything, they will stop showing you. They will do like ma'am was saying, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Students are on WhatsApp and on Facebook and on internet. What they are doing, they are. If you will give them freedom, they will tell you what they are doing, what is going on in that time and all. Everything. Right. So that is 5 a.m. club. I want to tell every student. Then about self-care, your physical care. You have to take care of your physical means everything like body, not only exercises. I will tell nowadays you have to take care of means this disease with hot water means they don't have habit of drinking hot water, but like this is the necessity of today. So gargling with hot water or warm water, then drinking hot water, then drinking turmeric milk and all. Those things they should understand. This is the need of the day today. So the exercises they know, but they many times because of laziness or because of these holidays they ignore or they postpone. So they should not do that. We as a parent or we as a teacher, we as a doctor should tell them the importance of exercises. Scientific background means scientific reason why exercises in the morning, because that will help you secrete endorphin in your body, that is happy hormone that keeps you energetic, happy all the whole day. That is required, that we should do daily. Light, not heavy exercises, because many students they go to gyms and all do heavy exercises, not needed. Nowadays you have to take care of your health, that way also. Heavy exercises, after heavy exercises, if you feel weakness, that is also not allowed. So light exercises, I tell them breathing exercises, mainly pranayam I tell, but they don't listen to pranayam because that is for old people here, they say. So I use word breathing exercises. So then meditation I tell them, but meditation I don't use meditation. The word meditation I use clinical hypnosis. Man knows that alpha waves. Then the terms they relate with. We should use those terms so that they will agree with us and they will follow them. And we should give them scientific reasons for that. Okay. Then reading books if they like. They don't like to take book and read. So I tell them podcast, as madam said, podcast. Then audio books and all. In that they are comfortable. Reading will help them. There are new skills like man said. Many skills are there, but new skills that help them health wise, they should find them out. If they don't have, I will help them. Anytime they can call me, I will help them how to means how the things are means health wise, what the things are helping them and how to learn them, from where they will get the source and all. Everything I will help. Thank you.
Wonderful. You know, I love that we've been telling the kids about making goals, but I think students, if you truly follow the writing of the goal, short term, midterm and long term, and you read it every day, it would be like making sure that you reinforce where you are following. I mean, if you were taking on a new adventure, I'm sure, you would look at Google Maps to find out where you have to go. Create your Google Map for your own life so that you don't get lost. And I love that. And the fact that you kept saying about self-care, I think, again, what comes in is the invincibility of and arrogance of youth. They feel like they have the whole spectrum of years to be able to kind of recenter and get it together. So they don't really want to be mindful of each day. Uh, how do you get to telling the students, the older you get, it's easier to say, learn how to live one day at a time. I know doing all of this uh, helps you to get to that point of one day at a time. So that when you finally do it, then I think, would that mean that they would be able to learn the adage of getting one day at a time? Would that help them to be in that mindset? Amrita, what do you think?
See, one day at a time takes some planning, a very long-term perspective.
Right.
Because right now what's happening is, everybody is, the first lockdown, second lockdown, third lockdown. We don't know how long is this going to be. Now they are lifting the lockdown for the economic purpose. This is something that students need to understand, that we are lifting the lockdown only and only for the economic purpose, because life cannot wait. But that does not mean that the corona is completely gone. We need to take care of ourselves and others too. Wearing the mask, keeping the social distancing. I know India is a populated country and it is difficult to maintain social distancing, but still we need to be mindful of what we are doing. Teenagers have the habit of, plugging in the earphones and being in their own world. And this is where we are going to lose out on being mindful and lose out on, maintaining the social distancing and having a responsible behavior. Because right now we are responsible for our own behavior and also for the health of our family members. Because if one person gets the disease, everybody in the family is likely to get the disease, and we are likely to spread the disease to many people, and that's how we are getting the multiplied number of cases. So keeping one day at a time, you're going to plan today's day, that today I plan to do these things. So there can be a skeleton of a plan for you, that, these are the things, these are the activities that I wish to learn. These are the hobbies that I wish to continue, or probably relearn or learn something new activity. And this is the time that I'm going to spend with my family. This is the time that I can spend with me. So a thumb rule for all the family members would be that family members sit together, plan out your days, and in the day, keep a me time for you. Now, in this me time, it could be any amount of time. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, depending on how much time you can do. And in that particular time slot, each individual of the family at different times, or probably at the same time, depending on how they choose it, will be only with themselves. So right now, the problem that we are having, that we cannot go outside, so we need to go inside. Okay. So either listening to music in my me time, writing a journal or something in my me time, or probably, chatting to my friends, or even it could be as simple as, relaxing yourself. So it could be the meditation, it could be the guided meditation. Like students who do come to me, they do know about the guided meditation. There are many videos available on YouTube. Students can get in touch with me, or we can even pass on certain links to the students after the session is over. That, it's just a guided meditation wherein you just sit in a place or you lie down and you're relaxing your body with your breathing. And this 10 to 15 minutes of, a simple thing, simple time with yourself rejuvenates you. We all feel, that meditation is like, we are not the saints and the Rishi Munis from the Himalayas to sit there and meditate. But believe me, meditation, which is also called as guided meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, deep muscle relaxation, it's the same what we do in the spa. Only in the spa, there is somebody else to do it for us. Here we are doing it with our own self. And this is the most beneficial and free medicine available. There are many health benefits, many emotional benefits of doing this relaxation. Indulge in that. So, and each person can pick up a corner of the house. If you feel that your house is small, doesn't matter, pick up a corner and just tell your family members that this is my me time. don't bother me for this XYZ time. Because we
Wonderful.
cannot, because we cannot expand the space that we have at home, but we can definitely make use of whatever space is available for us by giving space to each other at home.
Wonderful. Thank you. You know, I absolutely, you know, for me, I have continuous me time being on my own, but even in that, my me time is reversed. I think if you're alone, you need to find the time to interact with people since you're always on your own. And likewise, I find I have a 5:15 call with 6 schoolmates. I'm 56 years old and I still have my schoolmates with me. That 5:15 call has made the difference in me staying completely sane or completely unflapping. So for those who are alone, remember that it's the reverse. And for those who have everyone around you, find your me time. Absolutely, ma'am. And I would love that the guided, you know, meditations, if you could give us a link. That
Yeah,
would be
sure, we'll do that.
Fabulous. Doctor, what would you say? This one day at a time?
I agree with ma'am, Amrita ma'am. Give time for yourself, your family. Maybe you are alone like you, and maybe you are in family. You have to have plan day. Plan day. Uh, mm, I told about exercise and all.
Yes.
I wanted to focus on diet also. You have to take your food at the fixed times. There should not be means like before when they were in college or they were in school. The timetable was there like what time they will have their lunch and all. But nowadays there is no timetable for food. That is very dangerous thing. That will cause many physical problems also afterwards. So you have to take care of your food also. Means after in the morning after your exercises and all, you should take your breakfast before means within one to 1.5 hours after you get up. It should means that time you have to take your breakfast should be like king. Means there is a saying, no, breakfast like king, and then after means lunch like common man, and dinner like beggars. But we do exactly ulta. We don't take we skip our breakfast directly. We go to our lunch. Then for dinner there are many new things, spicy, then heavy things in dinner. That is exactly opposite. That should not be happen in these days. You have to take care, especially moms. You should take care of that. Breakfast should be on the time. There should be means high proteins for children in breakfast. Lunch means in means your food. You should have 50% like salad part. 25% carbs and 25% proteins. That should be taken care compulsory, because that is required for your brain, that is required for your health, that is required for your cells. So intake of water, detoxification, everything you have to take care of. Detoxification is also important in these days, because timings are changed. Lunch time, dinner time. Like lunch time, I tell everyone, not in this period. You have to take your lunch before 1. That is important. At that time, like by 11:30 to 12, about 1 liter of HCl, means acid secreted in our stomach. That time you should take your lunch. About 450 to 500 grams of food required to dilute that acid. Otherwise, that acid will go ahead in your intestine and acidity will start. Next day, you will have acidity. So you're taking your lunch after 2, after 3, anytime. That is not done. It will not. It will means it will be difficult for you afterwards. because that time there is no acid to dilute your food. So indigestion will happen, then gases, acidity, constipation. That is a cycle. Okay.
Okay.
In the evening, you should have small snacks like 5 or 6 o'clock, and your dinner should be before 8:30.
You know, I absolutely commend it. I'm trying really hard, but I do know that, and I'm sure every single student will attest to this, there was almost a knee-jerk reaction. As soon as the lockdown happened, everybody is cooking up a storm like we have, the Feast of the Gods for every single day. And, there was almost this sense of, I need to put on my Instagram and on Facebook and WhatsApp the new things that I have tried. And for my students, I'm very happy that they tried it, but also the knee-jerk reaction to consume all of it. I'm hoping that I find, I don't want a new set of students. I want the same ones back. So unless I get them in a different avatar when they come back, this thing of making sure that the diet is right, I think will also make sure that the one day at a time becomes easier. Thank you, Doc. This, starting your breakfast as a king within 1.5 hours, I think we don't realize it. We drink n number of cups of coffee and tea.
That is not
And then
allowed at all.
by the time we have decided to have breakfast, it's lunchtime.
Yes.
And then we delay lunch and it's too late. And then you have dinner too late. And so then you're up till 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's what's going to happen, but that becomes the excuse.
Actually, there is a scientific reason I want to tell students. Okay, you should have your dinner before 8:30. Why? Because your dinner time and your sleeping time should have gap of about 2 to 3 hours, so that food get digested, and as you sleep, your body will start repairing, and that should take. I mean, that means that required time. If you take your dinner late and afterwards you will sleep immediately, the body will not get time for digestion. So whole night the body will do work on digestion only. The repairing mechanism will hamper, and in the morning you will not feel fresh. That is a cycle. You should know the science behind that, and I always tell this science to students. Then children go home and tell mom ki I want this. Means it is like that. Means my working pattern is like that. You have to tell students proper science behind everything. Everything has reason. What is that reason? You tell that logic behind that. I told.
Absolutely. This generation, my generation just took whatever we were told. But this present generation, you have to be very mindful of telling them the what, whys, and hows for them to listen. So coming to the three most important, and I think you'll have already mentioned mindfulness, but how to become a completely grateful person in everything we do, so that I can go back to the quote. I am an absolute believer that if you are grateful for every single leaf on your tree, optimism is natural. If you are not grateful, you are going to be a pessimist, because there's no way you are going to be able to see your glass half full. So how do we get kids to be, and all of us really, to constantly know how to get to that point where we are grateful, and so obviously optimistic falls into that spot, and yet be mindful. And I think mindfulness follows through. What do you think, Amrita?
I guess I would first like to make students understand what mindful is, because mindful has become a trend nowadays, but not many people know what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is whatever I do it with 100% consciousness and awareness. Okay. It's like if we all remember the famous fight scenes of Matrix, okay, wherein when the bullets used to come, they have shown that bullets in the slow motion, okay, and they also used to revolve the camera around both the characters, showing each and every, you know, showing the characters in the 360-degree. That is being mindful. So when I'm doing something, I'm doing it with complete consciousness. I'm doing it as a choice, not just as a compulsion, or not just to put a tick on the checklist. When I'm going to do these things mindfully, I'm going to be aware of what am I doing. I myself will understand if I'm doing it correctly or if I'm not doing it correctly. A simple thing, you know, all our hospitality students, while making a dish, you have to be mindful of which ingredient goes first and which follows the next. If this particular, you know, progression is hampered, the taste of the dish comes out to be a little different. So when we are cooking, need to do that cooking also mindfully, otherwise our dishes don't turn out well. And doing this mindfulness with calm mind. Your students would also relate that when they are doing something, you know, when they are doing the practical exams, the stress that they have at that time, the way they, the quality of the food and their input changes while doing it in stressful exam and while doing it just for, you know, hobby as now in the kitchen, it turns out to be different. That's specifically because we are doing it mindfully and calmly. And finding happiness or, you know, gratitude, as you just said, you know, that's a very beautiful thing. So whenever we are cooking or whenever, you know, students are making new dishes, we need to be grateful for having that food and those ingredients on our table. There are many people right now who are still struggling to go back home. There are many people still who don't have a home. There are many people who are not staying with their family and they're just longing that, you know, before the lockdown, if they could have reached their family, it would have been different. So being grateful with whatever we have, because there are so many people who don't have the simplest things that we have. So taking one day at a time and being grateful for each and everything. Right now we are, you know, breathing without any difficulty. We are not paying price for the oxygen that we are using. Go one day in hospital, see a patient on the ventilator and see how much the patient has to pay for, you know, that air to that oxygen to breathe in. So being grateful in each and everything that we do and doing it mindfully, doing it with 100% attention and being calm. I guess this might really help students and this might help them, you know, get a new perspective towards living in this lockdown and living in this uncertainty, because everything is uncertain. Don't get bogged down, anxious of what's going to happen next. Let us say that today I have the time. Let me make use of the time at its fullest. Be it either by doing something productive, be it loitering for a single day, a single whole day, have a flooded whole day of loitering. Choose one day and tell your family that today I'm not going to do anything. But mind it, it has to be only one day, not every day. Because every day, if you just keep on loitering, it's not going to be helpful for you or for anyone else. So making out a balance of each and everything. So balance is the only key that we can manage at these times.
Wonderful. Absolutely. When the family gets together and we have dinners, the one thing that we always do is say grace before our meals. And it's not the rote, there is a prayer that we all say, and I know everybody does it, no matter what religion you follow. But the one thing that I think my mother and father always said was, let's thank the hands that have prepared the food, right from the field to the kitchen, to the table, and to your stomach. You know, when you take it down to each, you know, the farmer who has brought it to you, the person who has cooked with love, the person who served it with love, and now you are eating it, let that love be transferred, because otherwise you are going to end up with acidity, like Doc says, because, you know, you're not doing it mindfully, you're just kind of shoving it down your throat. Thank you. Doctor, what do you think? Gratitude is
Yes.
possible with the youngsters?
Yes, yes. I will tell something before that. That is, as ma'am said, ki, uh, for everything you are doing, you have to ask three questions. First question, why I am doing this? Anything you want to do.
Okay,
Why? Second thing,
right.
how I am going to do that. And third, what is the result? If it will be means failure, what will be the result? And if it is successful, what will be the result? What will be the impact on me, my family, my mental health, my physical health, anything. So anything like you are watching TV, you are playing on computers, you are making food, anything you are doing, you have to ask these three questions to yourself, and then you start with it. And then your mind will be ready to face anything. What will be the result? You can face that. If you are prepared for these things, then you can face that. And about gratitude, I always tell students, if you have paper and pen, you write it down. 5 rules are there. Students, 5 rules are there. You have to write them down and you have to stick them near your bed. In the morning when you get up, you have to read it. It will go into your subconscious mind slowly, 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 and that will help you. First thing is gratitude. Just for today, I will have gratitude for everything I have. First, towards God, your parents, your teachers, your siblings, your family members, your friends, everybody. You have to be grateful. If you will not you will not miss, that will give you more and more. Like one example, if ma'am you will do something for me and I forget to say thank you, what will be the next time? Next time if I will come to you for any work, you will help me? No. Means you will think at least कि,
Yeah.
last time doctor even not say thanks, so that God will also think about you. I gave everything to Aditya, and Aditya is never, never, never thankful. So you'll miss if you want more. If you want, I say prosperity. You have to be grateful. First thing. Second thing, just for today, I will not worry. That is a phrase ki hurry, worry, and curry. That is means root cause of everything. Like worry, don't worry. Nothing means nowadays it is difficult to do that, but at least you have to say in the morning, just for today, I will not, just for today. Every day you have to say that. Just for today, I will not worry. There are solutions coming, there are people who are helping. You have to take care. Don't fear. Means corona is not, means it is like cold and cough only if you will take it like that. It is on your mind. It is in your mind. If you will take it as a dangerous disease, it is dangerous. If you will not, it is just cold and cough. Okay. Third thing, just for today, I will not anger. Bit difficult, but you have to take care of your anger, because that will, if you're angry, you will catch more and more negative energies in your aura, your energy, and that will means create more difficult life. So you have to take care of your anger. So just for today, you have to say this is not key, you have to follow, just you have to say these 5 quotes. You have to say daily. Just for today, I will have gratitude. Just for today, I will not angry, I will not worry. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Whatever I do, I will do honestly. I will be truthful, I will be honest in that. Just for today, I will be doing my things honestly. And last is, just for today, I will love everybody. Everybody, whoever is. These 5 rules are compulsory, students, for you. Daily you have to just read. I don't force to follow. Just read. That will go into your subconscious mind, and you know about conscious mind and subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is very important, and for that, just as ma'am said about meditation. What is that? That is subconscious mind only. By meditation, you relax your body, your mind, and you go into that alpha level of your brain, and that time your subconscious mind gets up, and subconscious mind will follow everything you tell it. Will tell um, means a bad thing also, that will follow. That don't, means subconscious mind don't have any intelligence. They follow what you say, but for that you have to be relaxed. You have to be in meditative means level, and for that God helped us. God gave us 90 minutes in the day for your subconscious mind or alpha level. That is 45 minutes in the morning when you get up, and 45 minutes in the night when you sleep. But both we waste, because 45 minutes after you open your eyes, not after you get out of your bed. From opening your eyes to get out of your bed, it takes sometimes 1 hour, 2 hour. You don't, so you waste that time. That's why our ancestor, our means parents were telling us ki, uh, study in the morning time. That time is subconscious mind time or alpha level time. That is given by God, but we waste that. I will give that give scientific reason, or I will give example. Ma'am, we have time now.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Thank you.
sometimes in the morning when we get up, any song which comes to our mind, we means we whole day we sing that song only. That is subconscious. Many a times early morning dreams come true. That is subconscious mind. That is proof what I am telling you. But we are wasting that time. Means we open our eyes and then again we go to sleep. That is not done. So for that, meditations is the solution. Anytime you want to go in subconscious mind or alpha level, you do meditations that will help you. Okay.
Wonderful. I'm so grateful to the two of you, but I would like to recap everything that both of you have said. So if I was a student, my first thing would be was the night before to take your me time. Have your me time where you would actually take the time to say how, what, and why, and figure out what is centered to you, weigh the pros and cons of what the effects are going to be. Make sure you use the 45 minutes before you go to sleep to meditate and think about what you want to do. When I get up in the morning, hopefully I am doing the 5 a.m. And I know it's hard, students. Let's say 6 a.m. for the lockdown. You spend your first 45 minutes because that's your alpha time. As Doc said, it's the time when you are going to be able to center yourself and think about the 5 things. Gratitude. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to be angry. I'm going to be mindful, and I'm going to love everybody for today. I then start with all the physical and the light exercises. I have made a timetable with my parents to know each one parent and students schedule your me time. When you are going through the day with your diet, it's 1.5 hours after you get up, it's your breakfast and then your lunch and your snack and dinner. Dinner has to be done by 8:30, hoping you are going to sleep 2.5 hours later and not 7 hours later. So 2.5 hours later, while you are doing everything, be mindful. As ma'am said, mindful and with balance, where you balance out each and everything that you do, whether it's work, whether it's play, whether it's your hobby, whether it's spirituality. Be mindful and conscious. And I love the example of Matrix, because I don't think anybody on the face of the earth has not seen that movie and the bullet scene. Balance in everything that we do. I think if we have taken all of that, I'm trying to look and see, and remember, take the time to write out your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. You would, and I know that ma'am has already put the meditation a link, and try and exit this lockdown where you have become a COVID warrior in yourself, where you have literally fought the disease, but you've also fought all your demons and emerged as a much better, grateful, optimistic, mindful person. I really want to thank Amrita and Doctor for taking the time to come here, because I am rejuvenated, and I'm 56 and I'm rejuvenated. So I expect that every single student of mine takes the time to recenter, reboot, mind, alt, and delete, and get to the right space. I have to say, to be grateful, I cannot have had this webinar without my webinar team, which is Susan ma'am, Andre sir, Chef Melroy, Chef Prasad, and Roma, who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes for me to be able to even come on and to have both of you here. Thank you very much. And my entire team, my entire DBC-HS faculty, for making sure that, we are all on the right page. If anybody has seen my Facebook page, you would see that there's this new post that I put about how educators are taking on every single challenge, no matter what the age. Challenge to learn new things, challenge to be able to have parents watch them, challenge to learn a new technology to its maximum. And I have to give kudos to my staff. They're doing a fantastic job. I really do want to thank both of you. And I know that my student body that has been absolutely phenomenal will step up to the plate, learn these new, be mindful of these new coping mechanisms and techniques, and learn, come out. We're going to be really stronger than ever. I'm convinced that really you write this out, as ma'am said, if you write this out, I think we'll all be invincible once we are done, because the world over, everybody is going through it. I think the people who emerge after COVID are going to be, we're going to see an unbelievable post-COVID era. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in person. I would like to thank you in person. And Amrita ma'am has seen what we do in college. I would love for you to join us, doctor, so that we can shower you with our hospitality and be ever so grateful. Thank you very, very much. And to everybody that has been listening, I hope you take on everything that we've said and heard and exchanged, and look forward to a fantastic day. Today, one day at a time, and till we beat this unprecedented time. Thank you very, very much.
Annabelle ma'am, can I take
Yes.
1 minute?
Yes.
Yeah, so just as a parting thing, we are towards the end of the session, and this is something for students that, students would have heard this webinar, but I doubt how many of students would have taken notes during this webinar. Because
Right.
we have a tendency, like especially students have a tendency not to write down. They feel that they can, remember it all, but we are
Right.
humans. When we are not
Right.
doing things mindfully, and when we are doing things multitasking, our reception of the things is always half. So
Okay.
if you would have not taken down the notes during the webinar, at least immediately after the webinar goes over, write down whatever things you remember, start implementing those points. The webinar will be available on Facebook also. So from Facebook, see the recording again, take down your notes, and while writing down, our brain and hand is working simultaneously. So the grasping power increases. And until and unless we don't grasp things, we are not going to make any changes. Whatever we spoke for 1 hour will all go waste. So in order to make fullest utilization of your, potentiality, even if you would have seen that your ma'am was writing down the notes, and that's how
Right.
beautifully she recalled the whole thing. So be it at any age or anything, you have to write down, because that helps you learn. And make sure that
That's
whenever you
wonderful.
attend, your webinars, your lectures, do have a habit of writing. Type out those notes if you want to, and you can email it to yourself, so that those notes always stay with you.
What a wonderful, absolutely. They make a fun of me in college, because no matter what we go for, I think ma'am has used the most trees in the world with all the paper. But it is true, it does stay forever. So students, I hope you're listening, and I hope you make sure that you take the time to mindfully make a roadmap for yourself so that you're not lost. Remember, you're making a Google map for yourself. So the more the illustration, the more the mindfulness, the better it will be. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was
Thank
pleasure
you,
to
Doctor.
talking to all of you. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Till we meet again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Amrita.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And